Hey, what's up YouTubers, and welcome back to another Toddy Walnuts Disney Collection overview video. Today we're going to go through the DVDs. I think we're going to make this a two-part video. So I have a little shelf down here. We're back in the basement of the Walnuts compound in the great state of Wisconsin. I'm glad you can join me today. Hope you guys enjoy the video. We have 4 shelves here, and I'm going to go through. I'm going to do the first 2 today, and then I'll probably record the other 2 maybe tomorrow or maybe this coming up weekend. I'm not sure yet. Tomorrow's going to be pretty busy, being that it's Thanksgiving. I hope you guys all have a great and wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope you guys can spend time with your family, friends, and loved ones, and make sure you take time to think about the things that you're thankful for. Sometimes the world can be a very rough and dark and hard place. Life is very hard a lot of times, but try to stay positive and think about the good things you have. Just remember, the days that you think you have it bad, somebody else out there has it worse, so pray for them too. I'm not trying to be preachy. I'm just very thankful for the things that I have, even though life has been hard. You know, it's a very hard thing to go through often. It's not always hard, but I didn't want to be preachy with this. I'm feeling kind of a little bit emotional lately, so I think it's important to take the time to think about the things that you are thankful for, and there's a lot to be thankful for. So get back, don't get back, come closer, get yourself a snack and a beverage, and relax, and let's go through a couple of these Disney movies, and I'll try to figure out how to talk again. So I also wanted to thank you guys for viewing the VHS collection overview. It seemed like, I got quite a few views on it for my small channel anyway, and I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the video. I did it a little bit differently for the VHS, so I separated them by animation and live action, but for the DVDs I mixed everything together, so you're going to get both animation and live So let's see here. I'm getting a text here as I'm recording. I gotta get, okay, I'm gonna focus now. I'm a little bit distracted, but I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna just pay attention to you guys and to the video here. So the first one is called Air Buddies. Cute little doggies. I don't remember seeing any of these other than, I think I did see the first one. This is not the first one. This is one of the sequels. And this one was a Blockbuster purchase. And you can see that back then, DVDs were very expensive too. This one comes with a pretty nice slipcover. The second one, I really enjoy this. This is American Legends. Some of the folklore stories from American history about such folklore heroes as Paul Bunyan, John Henry, Johnny Appleseed, and the Brave Engineer. The next one is the Aladdin 2-disc special edition, and this was the Platinum edition for the first time on DVD. And it was quoted by Joel Siegel as a magic carpet ride that just doesn't stop. And you can see I got this one at Toys R Us for $19.99. And it has a little hype sticker down here, and it says, buy any 3 Disney DVDs and get one free from the, I believe that's for the Disney Movie Club. So the next one here is Alice in Wonderland. This is the 2-disc set, calling it the Masterpiece Edition. And this one has a hype sticker that says, "Newly discovered Cheshire Cat song, I'm Odd. Includes a virtual Wonderland party." This was right around the time that DVD was at their peak. So they were, not just Disney, but all DVDs in general, they were releasing them with slipcovers and a lot of bonus materials, and making it really a collectible item. The next one here is the gold collection of the Aristocats. We have Atlantis, the Lost Empire. And Atlantis, Milo's Return. It's a pretty cool cover. I watched these movies. They just, to me, they were okay. They were just not great. This is a really nice edition here. I really love this one. This is the Platinum edition of Bambi. It's a 2-disc special edition. I got this one at a Kmart for $19.99. First time ever on DVD for a limited time only. And it has a coupon that expires in 2005 for Kleenex, a Bambi Kleenex box. Next one is Bambi 2. This one was also a purchase from Kmart. Really beautiful cover. Some of these early Disney movies were really dark. I mean, they had some dark themes of killings, and it happened in The Fox and the Hound. It happened in Bambi. There was just some dark moments. Old Yeller. This one says, "A delightful, enchanting sequel worth the wait." Okay, so I have 2 of these. This is the Platinum edition, Beauty and the Beast special edition. Got that also from Kmart. I got a lot of stuff at Kmart back in the day. I was really bummed out when they went under. It's a new 2-disc set available for a limited time only. And you get a Kmart exclusive bonus music CD. I think it's still in there. You can see that yellow and black cardboard sleeve in there. And this one was not a Kmart exclusive. It was just a regular. I don't remember where I got this one. I think I got this one at a yard sale, a garage sale. It's the same exact movie, same cover. It just wasn't a Kmart exclusive with the bonus CD. And then there was a Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas. This is the special edition. Here's a really good one. I enjoy this one quite a bit. This is the Black Cauldron Gold Collection. Here's a more modern Disney movie called Bolt, starring the voice of John Travolta and Miley Cyrus. It's a pretty fun movie. The next one is Brother Bear. This is the 2-disc special edition. And we have Brother Bear 2. Comes with this really nice kind of a metallic foil slipcover. And you got a hype sticker. It says all new movie with songs by Melissa Etheridge. The moose are on the loose. Next one is the gold collection of Disney Pixar A Bug's Life. This was when Disney and Pixar were first kind of dipping their toe into the water, and Pixar really got much better after this movie. Next one's called Chicken Little. Nothing really special about this one. It was just so-so at best. This one was a freebie. I got this free from the Disney Movie Club. When you buy movies, you can enter the codes on the Disney Movie website, and you can accumulate points. And with those points, you can buy movies or buy tickets to Disney World or Disneyland, and other stuff like that through Disney. You can get posters and other stuff. But anytime I get enough points saved up, I just get a movie. And I haven't even been cashing in my points lately. I've been giving them away. So I'm not really a digital code guy, so I just give the code away and then they can use the points. But this was a freebie. This is a DVD and Blu-ray, but it comes in a DVD sized case, so I just keep it here with the DVDs. And Disney Nature is really good. They've always been really good, going back to Roy Disney. And he was the nephew of Walt Disney, and he was kind of in charge of the nature stuff back in the 60s, 70s. And they always have done a really, really good job with their nature series. So that's the chimpanzee set. And I have a couple box sets here of the Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers Volume 1, which is a 3-disc set, and you get episodes 1 through 27. And Volume 2 is also a 3-disc set. You get episodes 28 through 51. And it includes a bonus 5-episode pilot. And these shows are pretty fun. I remember watching Chip 'n Dale on the Disney Network years ago, like when it first came out in the early 80s. I think it was probably like around 83, 84. I remember my brother and I used to watch a lot of these. When we went to our grandma's house in Michigan, we would watch a lot of the Disney stuff. The next one is the Platinum Edition of Cinderella. And the hype sticker's a little dusty. Looks like it has some kind of sticker residue on there. It just says first time on DVD. I don't know if you can see that. It's the 2-disc special edition. And one of these I bought brand new, and one of them I picked up at I think garage sale. So I have 2 of them. Classic movie. So then they had a couple of sequels, and there was a couple different editions of Cinderella 2, and I'll pull those out side by side. And I'll also pull out part 3, and we'll take a look at that. So the first one here is Cinderella 2 Dreams Come True. This was the first time it was released. I believe this was direct to video. And then they re-released it later as a kind of a more deluxe and more impressive looking set, where you get this beautiful slipcover. And they're calling it 3 Magical Tales. Includes a new game, limited time only. Same exact movie, just 2 different covers. The first one never did come with a slipcover, but that second one did. And then there was a Cinderella 3 called A Twist in Time. This one also comes with a really nice slipcover. And it says on that little hype sticker, limited time only, all new movie, just as magical as the original. So those are the sequels for Cinderella. The next one is The Country Bears. This one kind of fell short for me too. I didn't really care too much for this. It was okay, it just wasn't all that great. And if this is one of your favorite movies, I'm not trying to insult you in any way. It just wasn't my thing, but that, you know, to each their own, I guess. I have a couple more box sets here, which I think I picked up these box sets and the Chip 'n Dale ones and some of the other ones, the DuckTales. I think I got all of those at Walmart years ago. So this is Darkwing Duck Volume 1 and Volume 2. So Volume 1, it's a 3-disc set. They're both 3-disc sets. Volume 1, you get the pilot plus 25 episodes. In volume 2, you get 27 episodes from season 2, or volume 2, whatever you want to call it. These are pretty fun. The next one is Dinosaur, and I've talked about this movie many times here on the channel. I got to see this at the theater, and it was gorgeous. It was really, really nice. This is the perfect kind of movie to watch in a theater. You got to see this one on the big screen, but it was really impressive. I had a lot of fun with this movie. And then I have 3 volumes of DuckTales, which is a great show. Love Scrooge McDuck and his nephews Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And we also have the movie, which was kind of pricey and hard to find at one time early on, but it's not anymore. But this thing here, well, we'll get to that in a second. But the first volume, volume 1, is a 3-disc set, episodes 1 through 27. And then you get the pilot episode on, I don't know why they do that. They put the pilot on like a volume 2 or 3, and then you get 19 episodes there. And then volume 3, you get 24 episodes. Very, very fun show. Really enjoy that. And then DuckTales the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp. I think the reason why this one was so rare at first is because it was a Disney Movie Club exclusive way back in the day, back when not very many people were movie club members. So they weren't finding it. You can't find this in the store. And so, if somebody was selling it on eBay or whatever, sometimes people would pay way more than they needed to. But I'm pretty sure these days a lot of people are hip to the Disney Movie Club. I'm sure many of you are members. I've been for over 10 years now. I recommend it. The next one is the 60th anniversary of Dumbo, another fun one. This one was a Best Buy purchase for $22.99. Comes with a Casey Jr. toy train inside. This is another one I've talked about on the channel before. With the way that the world is, and it's getting worse, as far as everything being woke and liberal, it's only going to it's going to get worse if we keep liberals in office, and everything's going to stay woke. This eventually will be banned just because there's, well, let me see here on the back if they show, there are blackbirds, like magpies or whatever you call it, blackbirds, crows in the movie, and they have a Southern African American accent when they talk. And eventually somebody's going to want to pull the plug on this and get rid of it. The next one is the full screen edition of Enchanted. I think I must have gotten this at a flea market or something, because I would have never purchased a full screen, and I didn't really care much for this movie. I probably got it for $1 or $2 at a garage sale or something. The next one is Escape to Witch Mountain. This was a fun movie. This was part of the Family Classics line that they had. And we have, these are really fun movies. They're visually stunning. This is the 60th anniversary edition, special 60th anniversary edition of Fantasia. And you get an Energizer coupon. Disney must have had a big partnership with Energizer, because they had a lot of deals on Energizer batteries. And then they remade it in the year 2000 for Fantasia 2000. The next one was pretty fun too, and I did see this one in the theater. This is Pixar's Finding Nemo. This was when Pixar was really good. They were full stride during this series here. Really good. Beautiful visuals under the sea. And my favorite, I talk about this one all the time. This is the gold collection of The Fox and the Hound. This is another movie that's it's very dark, especially in the beginning. It gets somewhat dark again at the end, but there's a really good story in this movie. And this is the kind of movie that's made for kids, but even more for adults. Kids don't know the difference between being young and having a friend and then being older. They haven't had that life experience yet. That's why this is, I believe this is geared more towards adults. Everybody should watch this at least once. This is a great movie. And I'm going to pause it here. We'll get into shelf 2 and then we'll wrap it up. This will be a quick one tonight. So the next one is the Fox and the Hound 2. This is a more kind of a deluxe packaging here. You get the kind of a foil slipcover. It's embossed. It's really nice. And you get an offer here for a bonus plush. When you buy the DVD plus Air Buddies on DVD, then you get a copper plush. That's really cute. I like that. And this one was purchased at a Kmart for $19.99. Not sure why I have Finding Nemo down here. Something somehow got mixed up. It's because it should be over here. I already have another copy of Finding Nemo. I don't know why I have this one here. Is it the same? It is. It's exactly the same. Only the one on the left has an offer sticker for, what is that? Orville Redenbacher's Popcorn, Dole, and America's #1 Banana. But other than that, it's the same movie. Same slipcover, everything. I'm not sure why I have that out of order, but I'll put this back and we'll just keep rolling. I didn't even double check to see if these were all in order. So you may find some of these that are not exactly in order, so please forgive me. I do know my ABCs. Sometimes things just get moved around a little bit or taken out and put back in the wrong spot. This is an excellent movie. I really enjoyed this as a child, and I watched it again as an adult, and I still liked it. It holds up. Some of the special effects are not as good as they could be today, but that's part of the charm of being in the 80s with, some of the, it was groundbreaking at the time, but, there's things that have surpassed the quality of the special effects over the years. This is Flight of the Navigator. It says, what does that say? Disney Magic in the Memories. Here is a documentary about two of Walt Disney's dearest friends and best animators, Frank and Ollie. Walt, he always surrounded himself with some of the greatest, most brilliant artists ever. And they were the legends that created a lot of memories that we have from our childhoods. Both of these gentlemen are passed. Oops, sorry about that. It's an 89-minute documentary. It was released in 2003, and it's both color and black and white because they do show some vintage clips in here. And on top of that, you get over 70 minutes of bonus materials. I definitely recommend this one. Whether you're a Disney fan, if you like the movies, or just the history of Disney and the animation world and empire that Walt Disney created, you should definitely check this out. This is another fun one. This is the gold collection of Fun and Fancy Free. Jiminy Cricket. Talked about this one many times too on the channel. I love this movie. This is my second favorite Disney movie. This is the gold collection of a Goofy movie. I just love the way that they portray Goofy as a father. He's a really, really good father, and he's still goofy. You know, he still does his shenanigans, but they show that he has a huge heart, and he only cares, or he not only cares, but he cares so much for his son, and he wants the best for his son, and his son Max right there. And if you haven't seen a Goofy movie, check it out. You'll like it a lot. And then there was a sequel to that, which was good, not as good, but it was fun. An extremely Goofy movie. And now Max is a little bit older, so in the first one he's kind of like a ute. And in the second one here he's more of like a teen in the teenage years. We have The Great Mouse Detective. You know, I never really say much about this movie, and it's because I don't really remember a lot about this movie. I know I've seen it, but I probably have only watched it once, and it's been so long that I don't even really have anything to say about it. I should pop this one in and check it out again. Eddie Murphy in The Haunted Mansion. I talked about this one in the VHS video, but I was really looking forward to this, and I thought this was going to slay at the box office, and I thought it was going to be a huge hit, but it fell short for me. Even Eddie Murphy couldn't save this movie, and I love Eddie Murphy, and I think he's great. It just didn't really hit home like it probably could have. I still liked it though. It was okay, but it was just not, it was a little disappointing. I thought it was going to be way better than what it was. This is the limited issue of Hercules. These are fun. And then there was, okay, this is the gold. Okay, this is the same movie. I thought I had a sequel on DVD. I guess I don't. But this is the gold collection of Hercules. And this was the limited issue edition of Hercules. So it's basically, it's the same movie, just two different covers. And this one also was not very good to me. I didn't really care too much for this one. It's called Home on the Range. Got that at a Kmart. I'm so glad I kept those stickers on there, because it kind of has a little bit of sentimental value, I guess, to me anyway. I miss a lot of these stores like Blockbusters and Kmart's. This was new at the time. And there you go again with I thought there was another Energizer coupon. It just says you can save $5 when you buy Home on the Range plus Brother Bear. I have a couple of the Hunchback movies here. Slide these over. So we have the original animated classic, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And this movie is a little dark, but it's a great rendition of the story of Quasimodo in the bell tower. And then you have The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, an all-new movie. I believe this was a direct-to-video release. But this is a fun little twin billing. This one I like a lot. This one is The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, and this one comes with a slipcover. And you could only get this slipcover through the Disney Movie Club, and they're calling it the special Halloween cover art. It also includes the Legend of Sleepy Hollow DVD storybook, and that's a really nice cover. For a Disney movie cover, that is pretty dark. I really like that. That would make a nice movie-sized poster. Trying to get in there without that reflection so you guys can see the fine details. I really like that. That's awesome. $19.50. 68 minutes running time. I thought this one was pretty fun. This is kind of a modern superhero story, Disney style, Disney Pixar. I got that at Kmart also. This is the 2-disc collector's edition of The Incredibles. And It includes the all-new animated short Jack Jack Attack, and there's Jack Jack, the little guy there. This one I got at a rummage sale a couple summers ago, and I still haven't watched it. It's called Inside Out. I thought this one was pretty fun. It was kind of groundbreaking when it first came out. This is the special edition of James and the Giant Peach. Kind of a weird movie, but it was groundbreaking with the animation style. You can see some of the characters from the movie. Very bizarre, but very fun too at the same time. It says here, expert animated effects and some boldly beautiful sights unlike anything else on the screen. And I agree with that, because at the time there was nothing else like this to compare it to. Next one is the Platinum Edition of the Jungle Book, the 40th anniversary. And the hype sticker says first time on 2-disc DVD, limited time only. Nice embossed slip. See all the characters from the show, from the movie, from the franchise. And then they came out years later, decades later, with a Jungle Book 2. I didn't really care for these movies either. The Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove. They were okay. The more modern stuff wasn't as good to me as the classic stuff. Here's the first one, and here's the second one. Came with a slipcover. It says a hilarious all-new sequel to the Emperor's New Groove, and you can see I bought that at a Blockbuster. That's what the Blockbuster stickers used to look like. Now I'm going to show you something here, if you guys don't know why. But you see that sticker, and do you see how it's kind of divided into like a crisscross cut across the middle of the sticker? They used to do that, and they do that also with license plate stickers. So if people try to peel it off and say that they thought it was a different price, or try to put a different sticker on there, it's harder for them to peel it off, because they're going to have to peel 4 pieces off instead of 1. I know that sounds silly, but it was pretty effective for Blockbuster, and I don't know why people would try to pull a fast one like that, but people are people, and that's what they do. That's what people do best. They're shady as heck. We'll leave it at that. So the next one is Lady and the Tramp. I have 2 of these. This one here on the right is the one that I purchased originally years ago when it first came out at a Kmart. This is the 50th anniversary edition, 2-disc, limited time only. This one I picked up at a rummage sale, and I think I got it for $1, but I'll always pick up these movies for $1 if they're in really good condition and they have slipcovers. And the reason I do that is so I can trade at some point, I guess. And for $2, that's a very safe purchase. It's not putting me out any at all. But the next movie, it's the same movie, just 2 different editions of it. This was the first one, Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure. And then some years later, they re-released it, this time with the slipcover, a better looking edition. And they're calling this one the Walt Disney Classic Continues for a limited time only. And Disney is always great with their marketing. And they really pull people in to buy these. And going all the way back to the VHS days when they would say, we're going to put this back in the vault. It's available for a limited time only, and it's going in the vault, and it may not be back for years. And people would run out and get 2, 3, 4 of them, put them in stockings, into Christmas stockings or under the tree, or give it to their nephew or their daughter, whatever. And it was always really effective, their marketing. I mean, look, I have shelves full of Disney movies. It worked for me. It doesn't work for everybody, though. So this franchise, this one's kind of annoying. I didn't really care much for this series either. So this is Lilo and Stitch. And then they came out with Lilo and Stitch 2. Stitch has a glitch. And then they came out with Leroy and Stitch. And they were really banking on this little character to become the next big thing, you know, so they can sell plushies and pajamas and posters and toys and lunch pails with all that on there. And it just didn't quite come home for Disney. I mean, you know, it sold some units, but it was never the huge success that they were hoping that Stitch would be. He just wasn't America's darling like they thought he was going to be. So we have this. These are really nice, this next trio of movies here. Really, really nice additions. And they put a lot of effort into these for collectors. So this is the Lion King trilogy. This is the Platinum Edition. It's a 2-disc special edition. It comes with the slipcover. It's really heavy. It's a nice heavy set. And then they came out with Lion King 2 next, Simba's Pride. And you can see I got that at a Kmart for $19.99. And then after Lion King 2 Simba's Pride came out, they came out with a sequel, a sequel and a prequel all in one. So Lion King 1.5 came out third, but it's actually the second movie. If you wanted to watch them chronologically, you could watch that one in the middle. Pick that one up at Toys R Us. And these are all really, really nice. Those are some of the nicest editions that Disney put out, in my opinion. They look great. The next one is called Make Mine Music. This is great. I love this gold collection. Some really good music on here from over the years. Meet the Robinsons next. Still have never watched that one, but it comes in a nice slipcover. I may never watch that. I have 2 of these. One I bought years ago, and then one I bought a couple years ago. One I bought several years ago, and one I bought a couple years ago, because I think I got it at a rummage sale for like $2 or something like that. But this is Melody Time, and this is another great musical piece that Disney put out. And the next 2, these are classic. I really enjoy these. So we have the limited issue of The Little Mermaid, and we have The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea. The first one is a classic. The second one's good too. It's just, to me, it's not as good. But they're fun watches. The next one is called Mickey's House of Mouse, and it's crossed off Mickey's House of Villains. This is really good. I've always been a fan of villains going back to my childhood days. And I'm talking about, not in a bad way, villains like that. I'm talking about like when I used to watch He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I always thought the villains looked cool, you know, like Skeletor and Merman and Beastman and all those villains like that. And even going back into the comic book days, I think that the villains always looked cooler to me anyway. Does that make me, am I a nutcase because I like the villains better than the heroes? I don't know, but I just think they look cooler. The next one's called Mickey and Minnie's Sweetheart Stories. And I still haven't watched this one yet. This one came out right around a Valentine's Day year. When did this come out? This was in 2004. It's 60 minutes. And I think they were kind of trying to pump this up as a Valentine's Day, because, you know, everything's kind of these holiday movies, they're big sellers, and they try to market them, you know, like, for example, they have Mickey's Magical Christmas, so obviously that's a Christmas, and then there's, you know, Halloween ones and stuff like that. So I think they were kind of trying to gear it up for the Valentine season for the fans to have a holiday movie to watch during Valentine's Day. This is Mickey's Magical Christmas, snowed in at the House of Mouse. This is excellent. I really enjoy this. It's a full-length holiday movie. This one is really good. And I'm going to keep that out because there was a sequel to it, and it was called Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas, and it was the sequel to Snowed In at the House of Mouse, I believe. Or was there Once Upon a Christmas? I don't remember now. I thought this was the sequel to this. I could be wrong now that I'm thinking about it. As soon as I said it out loud, it didn't make sense. But these are fun movies. These Christmas Disney movies are really, really good. And this one comes with a nice slipcover. It looks like it's a little dingy, like it's a little dusty. It comes with the hype sticker. It says twice the fun for the whole family. And the last one for this video and for this shelf is Monsters, Inc., another Pixar movie. This one was amazing when it first came out. I thought Pixar was really, really good at the time, and they still are. I really like Pixar a lot, but this movie was amazing. These monsters were really cool, and this guy was really fluffy. And I mean, just look at that. It's really, really good animation. So if you guys made it all the way through, thank you for watching. I'm sorry that I was so bumbly in this video. Even though today is only Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday of Thanksgiving, it's been a really long week and I'm exhausted. I'm off tomorrow. I'm going to probably sit in my underwear on the sofa, watch football all day tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to do so. I always answer all of my subscribers. I try to answer every comment, but I make sure that I do answer my subscribers. So if you're subscribed and I recognize you, I always do respond. So if you want to comment, please feel free to do so. Stay tuned, and we have 2 more shelves to go through. I don't know when, but they will be coming up pretty soon. And I'm kind of rambling right now, so I'm going to end it here. Take care, guys, and be safe.